Earth Joy started back probably about 6 years ago, and it was all about going back to my root. The one thing that I did was I did go to school for physical therapy, but it wasn't everything that I was capable of doing in the world. So I knew that, and that's why when I found tree climbing way back, 10 years ago, I'm like, we have got to start a tree climbing place in Cincinnati. And then what has happened since then is it's grown. Now we got all these programs. We got tree houses and team building. I have the Women Warriors program, so it just keeps evolving and it never stops, and it really feeds like my creativity. So when we started the tree climbing business, we always felt like we needed a place to bring our tree climbers from out of town, in a place that would be really cool to stay in. They were staying in hotels, and I'm like, that's not even right. So we went and did a workshop with Pete Nelson about 5 years ago because we wanted to learn how to build tree houses ourselves. And what happened was, when we got home, we're like, this is pretty complicated. And we couldn't find the land for the longest time. We looked all over. And then when I saw him on Animal Planet, I'm like, Bill, we need to get a hold of Pete and have him build us a tree house. And I had no idea where it was gonna be, so I called Dad. I'm like, Dad, if we get accepted on the show, would you be willing to let me put a tree house out on your property? And I guess he didn't think it was going to happen, because he said, sure. So here we have this tree house now, and it's one of many. We opened up the books to other people in January of this year, and I think we booked like about 80, for the first year. And I would say that at least everyone brought one person. So probably close to 300 people, I'm guessing, that it's served so far, and that's just the first year. So I can imagine what's gonna happen. So to stay per night is $247, and you get it from check-in time from 2 to 4 is check-in time, and you have it all the way to the next day. But you don't just get the tree house, you get the whole 200 acres. And there's paths through here. There's it's almost magical. There's 4 creek beds, 5 ponds you need to find. There's the haunted house you can go through. There's the pioneer log cabin. So there's all these really cool things to do here. So it's $247, and you can book online. You can just go to Climb, CLIMB, and then Kentucky, abbreviate it. So climbky.com. It's the space that kind of invites you to put your phones down and to reconnect with what really matters the most. I think that's what it really is for me, and I think it's for most of the people that come here, it's what they say.